Hello, my name is Gordon and I'm a massage therapist, and I'm going to do a demonstration of some really nice stretches, some myofascial stretches and some Thai massage techniques that I've learned. And for a young man that's 10 years old, or that's growing, this can be really beneficial for them. So I'm going to go ahead and let him introduce himself.
Hi, my name's Aaron, and have you seen the movie Despicable Me 2 or the first one? It's hilarious, trust me.
Alright, so we're going to get started right now. I'm first going to show you a really nice stretch. This is going to be for if you have really tight, a lot of tightness in your psoas. A lot of runners experience it. A lot of athletes do because of the constant flexion and extension of the legs. And it gets right at this hip area. It gets really tight. So we're going to have you move over towards me, hang off your leg off the table. Move over a little bit more. There you go. Now, do you feel this right in here?
Yeah, I felt that.
Okay, so now you can just let your client let it hang down, or you can put your hand on the opposite hip and just apply a little pressure onto their knee and push down a little bit. And also, if you have a larger or a client that's really long, like a basketball player or something, and you're of smaller stature, you can just hang your leg down and just kind of use your knee just to apply a little pressure also. So now I'm going to bring you over to the other side and do the same thing. So just move over a little bit more this way. Pretty much you want their hip hanging off of the table. So let's move a little bit more this way. Almost like your butt cheek is kind of right off that table. So now, you don't really have to even apply pressure like this. You can just let this hang, and you can come over here, and you can do some. Well, leave it there.
Okay, got it.
And you can do some arm pulls. And this is a good way to open up their ribs. You should feel all on the intercostals here. You could also pull back a little bit on the rib cage.
Don't worry, I'm doing good.
And this is a good way to release the diaphragm if there's any tightness in there, and open up the lungs a little bit more. So these arm pulls are really nice, especially if they have tight shoulders.
Well, what about for hockey or floor hockey?
Oh yeah, it's really good if you play floor hockey or regular hockey. Anything involving. If your kid is active, this is really good, or even if they're not, this is really good for them too, just because they're growing at this age.
But what about football?
So let's get your leg back up here.
NFL.
Here, move over a little. There you go.
NFL?
Now I'm going to show you another nice, really nice stretch for the AD ductors. So we're just going to let your legs sit open like this.
How about National Football League?
Oh, they have massage therapists there too.
But
okay,
what's a good stretch?
Okay, so now all of these are really good stretches for an athlete, or anybody for that matter.
How about Major League Baseball?
I'm going to just push down on his opposite hip here and apply pressure this way.
Baseball?
Now you feel that stretch right in here?
How about baseball?
Do you feel that stretch right in here?
Yeah, but how about baseball stretches?
Yeah, it's really good for that too. So we're just going to let this.
How about wrestlers?
Now with myofascial, you want to hold this stretch for 90 seconds or more for it to really take effect. And also, once again, you don't have to push. You can just have them just sit there, and maybe you can do some deep tissue work, do some compressions on the opposite leg while they have that leg sitting there like that.
How about swimming?
So how's this feel?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a good one. Lacrosse.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now
another thing,
lacrosse?
For any kind of sport, for any person that's active, all this is really good. Now, I'm just gonna do a stretch here. You grab the back of the ankle, and you just kind of push on the bottom of their foot, and this is gonna really stretch out the gastrocnemius. And you just hold that for 90 seconds again. Also, we're going to bring this leg, we're going to Bring this leg like this, just like that. Sit there. Good stretch for the
How about for Kung Fu?
abductors and the IT
How
band.
about for karate training?
Oh yeah, so you just want to kind of put your hand right on their hip here, at the at where the hip socket is, and just kind of right above the knee, a little bit higher than my left hand. Just kind of you're gonna push in opposite directions, and that's a good way to open up and release that IT band if they're tight in there.
What about actors and actresses? Do they have massage therapists?
They do. Yeah. So once you want to hold this for 90 seconds or more. And also you do it the opposite. So I'm going to place my hand right here almost at the iliac crest. And I'm just going to grab right here and do a hold. Now, one thing about this kind of technique is it doesn't look like it does deep work, but it is deep work. I mean, a lot of times after a person has had an hour-long myofascial release session, they experience it.
Wait,
sometimes they might feel like they have the flu, or because it's just releasing a lot of those toxins in there.
Wait,
a lot of the fluid is being moved around in the body, and sometimes they'll wake up in the morning really sore. So it is important to stay hydrated. A lot of times I will show my clients stretches that they can do just to release or just to relieve any tightness or soreness they might have. Just real gentle stretches. It doesn't have to be anything really big. Now another thing you can do is grab up here and just pull down kind of. Actually, this might be hard for some people, so it's a little bit less demand on the therapist's body and better body mechanics is to use cross your arms and pull opposite directions this way. Now another good way to stretch out, another thing you want to do, this is also good for the IT bands, is to cross their feet, make sure your legs are straight, and you apply pressure, pulling it towards you, and just hold that for a little while.
How about for wrestling?
Yeah, for wrestling it's good too. And then you
swimming?
Or you switch the feet, so go put
Swimming?
the right one on top of the left, and then you switch and you put the left one on
swimming?
top of the right, and then you pull.
How about
And this is really nice for the IT bands also.
How about for swimming?
Now, Aaron, I'm gonna have you just put your legs like this, keep your feet together, and this is a what do you call it? A butterfly stretch. And this is also for the AD doctors.
Ow, ow, ow.
Okay, so we'll just make sure, one thing about working with this, when doing these kind of stretches and stuff, is to, listen to your client, make sure you get feedback from them.
It hurts, it hurts.
Okay, so we'll just let him sit like this for a while. Just keep him like that. Okay, just sit here. Keep him, there you go. And I'm going to do some arm pulls. So you grab my wrist. And then I'm going to grab his wrist. I'm going to hold his arm right above the elbow, right up on his humerus.
Keep him like this.
Right in his triceps. And I'm just going to pull it gently. And just do kind of the full range of motion of the arm. How's that feel? Does that feel good? So I just go back and forth a couple times. Keep on holding onto my wrist. And then I'm going to bring his arm over. I'm going to, once again, grab my wrist. And just put your other arm right on his bicep. Just gently pull him over this way. Once again, the full range of motion. That's just a good way to release any tension or tightness in his rhomboids and serratus. Put this arm back. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Always want to make sure you do the same on both sides for that person so they're not off balance or walk in circles, as we like to say and joke about. Some nice gentle pulls here.
How does that feel?
How does it feel for you?
No, but how does it feel? How I'm holding
So,
right as a feather.
right, yeah. So, and do the same thing on this side. Just pull them gently this way. You know, one thing about working with a person with this is you gotta be creative too. I mean,
what happens if I let go of your wrist?
you know, just, you know, if you have good understanding of anatomy and physiology.
Question, what happens if I let go of your wrist?
Nothing.
Oh.
It just makes it a little bit easier. So you know those muscle groups, what they do. You know what does flexion, what does extension. Okay, so now once again we're gonna just have him grab my wrist. I'm gonna have him.
Whoa.
I'm just gonna pull this way, and just pull it and just hold. Oh, there you go. Don't cross your legs, guys. Keep your legs uncrossed. There you go. So this is a nice hold for them.
But you grabbing my wrist, it hurts a little bit.
Okay. Now, one more thing that we're gonna do here
Yes.
is we're gonna have you bring this leg
We're gonna do some leg stretches.
right here. What we're gonna do? Let's see how I can show this. Is we're gonna have him slide down to the end of the table. He's gonna drop his feet off so that his feet are hanging straight down. And lay back. Now we're gonna take his left.
Can I at least keep myself up a little bit because it hurts? Because it hurts doing this a little bit, kind
Okay,
of.
well, we're just gonna do this real quick.
Actually, it doesn't hurt that
Okay,
bad.
now keep your feet hanging down though. So we're gonna have his left leg over his right knee. Now we're gonna take his right arm
And
I'm gonna grab him right above his elbow on his bicep here, and just pull this way. And this is a good way. Open up this left side of his, or this right side. How's that feel? Good. It's a nice stretch, isn't it?
I can feel my rib cage kind of.
Yeah. Can you feel it pulling right in this area?
Yeah.
Good. That's what we want. So you just hold that. Now, I'm going to do the opposite side, so I'll just switch his legs here. Keep it hanging down, though.
Perfect.
Okay, so just pull you gently this way.
I can feel my rib cage again.
Okay, so those are just some nice stretches you can do. I'll demonstrate some more in a future video. I just want to say thank you for watching and have a great day.
Yeah, thanks.